Okay, all right, all right. That's a lot of list. Okay, all right. Okay. So we'll go with the questions first. Then,
Yeah,
if you have any doubt about anything, you can ask me at the
yeah,
later.
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. So let's say you have one employee class.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that employee class you want to use as a key in Hashmap.
yeah,
So what are the changes you will do in the employee class? So this employee class can be used as a key in Hashmap, right?
yeah. Actually, for this we have to override uh, hash code and equal method. By doing
Mm-hmm.
actually Hashmap internally implements the static node value, that is key and value, and
Mm-hmm.
calculate the value, uh, calculate the hash code value by mod, and then it means calculate that
Mm-hmm.
the equal method is true or not. If it is true, then what happens that it will
Mm-hmm.
override that method, and it will put in the
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, hello,
Yeah, go on. I mean,
yeah, it will override,
yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah, it will override that value. If it is not present, then what it do, it will add a new node to the bucket. So we may means override that hash code and equal method for this.
Okay, okay, okay. So let's say you have overridden both the hash code and the equals method, right?
Yeah.
Now the requirement is that whatever hash code method is returning, it is returning some integer value that will be helpful to get the index, right?
Okay.
So now we are changing that returning value to just a constant value. Let's say any constant value, you are returning one as
Yeah.
output for
Yeah.
the hash code, right?
Yeah.
Hash code method.
Yeah.
Now, when you use the put method,
Yeah.
then how the flow will work or how the behavior of Hashmap will work.
Actually, means you are making a put value constant. Means so in this way, what happens? It will means if you be, make it constant, then every time it goes to the put, it will every time it create a new node, and for this the means it will create new node in the bucket every time, and so it will degrade the performance of our class.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Now let's say you have overridden the equals method, but not overridden the hash code method. Then what will happen?
Override equal method and don't override.
Override hash code. Yeah. Then how it
Okay.
will calculate the hash code and how it will store. Yeah.
Yeah, in this scenario what happens that we are overriding equal and did not override as method. So what
Mm-hmm.
happens that it will generally break the general contract of the hash code and the equal method, which says that if two objects are equal
Mm-hmm.
according to equal object method, then hash code, if hash code invoke on each of the object, then the result of that value is will be a same integer. It will break that value. Suppose that we have an employee class and there is two object e1 and e2. Now
Mm-hmm.
e1 is into different bucket and e2 will be different, e2 into different bucket, and then they have the hash code. When we compare that e1 and e2, then the hash code will be different. e1 dot hash code is not equal to e2 dot hash code.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right. All right. So yeah. So let's say now the other way around. So you have overridden the hash code, but not the equals. Then what will happen?
Okay.
Equals. You know
Okay.
what is the
This
use
time,
of equals? So
this time we are overriding hash code, but not override hash code. Equal method.
equals. Yeah.
Yeah, in this scenario what I mean, again break the general contract, and in this it will means if we suppose there is an employee class and e1 and e2, what happened, e1 and e2 are in the same hash code,
Mm-hmm.
and e2 are in the same bucket, but what
Mm-hmm.
when we check it according to equal method, because
Equals method.
for that we are overriding equal method. Now,
Mm-hmm.
equal method we implies on that hash code. What happen? It will return false. And what
Hmm. Right.
will return false? Then it will again create new node and it will add to the uh,
Right.
bucket. Yeah.
Right. 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 Okay. All right. So, is it a good idea if we use any immutable class as a uh, for a key? So, let's say you have one immutable class.
Yeah.
That immutable class you are using as a key. So, is it a good idea for using
Yeah.
that
Yeah. It's a
as
good
a
idea.
key? Why so?
Because it is a immutable in nature, so the value which we create in the it will cannot be changed. And
Mm-hmm.
has means immutable is good for Hashmap and set also.
Okay. Let's say you have one student class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that student class is actually a library class. So that is coming with some jar file. Okay, so we
Okay.
cannot modify that student class. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that student class actually contain first name and the last name,
Yeah.
two fields.
Okay.
Now we have a list of students with
Okay.
some first name and the some last name. Okay.
Okay.
Now 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 it's like you want to sort the data based on first name.
Okay.
So what will you use or how will you do it?
In this scenario, what we do? We may take the customized comparator class. We are taking means we want a student short by the first name. So we take one class student short implement with comparator. Uh, Implement with comparator with the
Mm-hmm.
object. And
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go
And
on. Yeah.
then we what did we do? Uh, we override integer compare method with means s1 dot uh, yeah s1 we made put means two object s1 dot student s1 and student s2.
Mm-hmm.
Take what we means integer compare name. There we put means student s dot get name dot compare to s2 dot get name. And
Get name.
there
All
we
right.
return the compare name, and then we have to do collection dot sort, and there we put the list of the students, and that customized comparator we are taking. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm just giving a piece of code in the chat. Okay. So you have this code class A, which has you have worked on multi-threading, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have class A, and that class A has a M1 method with synchronized on it,
Okay.
and there you have just one statement thread.sleep for the 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now you have created two objects class for class A. So you have created object one and object two. Those are the objects of class A, two different
Yeah.
objects. Okay. Now now you are creating two threads.
Yeah.
So in one thread run method you are calling o1.m1.
Yeah.
In other thread run method you are calling o2.m1. So you are calling with on thread 1 you are calling object1.m1, and on thread 2 you are calling object2.m1. So now they will start the execution, like you will do t1.start and
Yeah.
t2.start,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now the execution has started. So will they runs parallelly or will they run one after another?
Yeah, actually, it will. Means in this snippet of code, we are using a synchronized method with M1. So what
Mm-hmm.
happened? That is synchronized. It will means both means if object one or object two, both
Mm-hmm.
one of the object will acquire. One of the thread acquire the lock.
Will acquire lock, yes.
Yeah, and then he sleep for the 5 seconds, 5 yeah, and it will perform
Mm-hmm.
his task. Other tasks have to wait until the first perform the task, and then after he release, then after he got chance to perform his task.
Okay. Okay, but over here, this will not happen. If you see carefully, the synchronized is on method and it is a type of object level
Yeah,
locking,
it's a
right?
object level method. Yeah, means
Yeah.
object level
So,
lock it is.
right. So if you see the object carefully, you have different objects. So see, O1.m1 and O2.m1. That's why I said two different objects, two different threads are using.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if it was something like T1 is calling O1.m1 only and T2 also calling O1.m1, right? With
yeah,
the same object it was calling, then it was acquiring the lock one and the other would wait for that time. And once the first executed, then the second will start, right? But
yeah,
over here you have two different objects. And in case of object level locking, if you have different objects, then there is a lock on that particular object, not on the other object, right? So
yeah,
that will execute parallelly, not one after another. Okay, understood?
yeah,
Yeah. So this is how it will happen. It will not block the execution but run the parallelly. Now you want to change it in a way that it will execute one after another.
yeah. Means we have to acquire a means a static synchronize. It is means class level lock.
Yes, yes, class level lock. So how will you acquire it? Where you will do the change?
Means we have to put it in static synchronize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, means actually what does the class level lock that it will stop the thread to enter prevent it, to enter in synchronized block where all the instances, suppose there is the means 100 of demo class in the class, there only one demo class will be means able to execute at a time. So that's why we are for using this we are make the static class safe for this.
Okay. 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 Um, so you have worked on, I mean, you know how to create immutable class, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So you have this class person
yeah,
with string name, and other field is the list of string. Okay,
yeah,
and that is degrees. So
yeah.
now you want to make this class as an immutable class. So what are the changes you will do, or what are the steps you will perform?
Yeah. For making the class immutable, first what
Mm-hmm.
we make the class final so that it
Okay.
cannot be inherited or the it cannot be means the child class cannot be created. Second, what we have
Mm-hmm.
to we have make the data member private so that data member cannot be accessed. Second, we also make it data member final. The value of that data member cannot be changed.
Mm-hmm.
And we may use a parameterized construction by using a deep cloning method so that
Mm-hmm.
it cannot be changed by the data it cannot be accessed by data member reference. And last,
Mm-hmm.
we use deep cloning copy on the getter method so that we
Okay.
may get means copy of that object, not the actual value, so that we
Okay.
can make this thing.
All right. All right. So can you explain what are the benefits of immutable class?
Yeah, means actually there is no conflict between the object if we make the class immutable and it is thread safe also. And
Mm-hmm.
previous discuss also it is a good option for a key for map and set. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like despite of these benefits, do you see any downsides to this?
Means the major downside of the immutable class is that it will look for every means it will look new object for every constant mean, uh, what we say uh, means it will look object for means creating new object for every constant
Mm,
distinct value, sorry.
right. Mm-hmm. So it will actually I mean increase the memory uses,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just giving one more code. So you can copy this count code if you want. Okay, so I mean it would, you have to scroll it little, that's why. You can copy it to your notepad, so it will be helpful for you to read it at the same time. So uh, you have one class parent.
Okay. Can I have to share the screen?
I mean you can share, yeah, no problem. You can share your notepad, yeah.
Is it visible, my notepad?
Yeah, actually, I think you copied just last only. Just copy the whole code. If you
Okay,
scroll
okay.
it up.
Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. Oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
no problem, no problem. Yeah, just expand it. I mean, just maximize the notepad. You know. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
So you have this parent class parent,
yeah,
and that parent class actually has a method walk. So that has just SOP statement parent walk, and similarly you have run, you have parent run,
yeah,
but over there you see the walk method. Okay, walk method is getting called.
yeah,
In the similar fashion, you have class child extending parent
yeah,
with both walk and run method, and they both have one SOP statement with their super implementation,
yeah, with super
right?
class.
Yes. Now you have one driver class demo. Over there, you are creating object of child class and storing the reference into parent, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now with P object, you are calling P dot run. So how the execution of this program will go when you call P dot run.
Yeah.
So from where it will start.
Actually, we are means okay. In the reference of the parent means in the with the reference of the parent, actually
Mhm.
we are creating the uh,
Object of child.
yeah, we are creating the object of the child,
Mhm.
which is run method. So we
Mhm.
are creating a run method. In run method, what we are doing, we are means creating a super dot run. Uh,
Mhm.
we are calling the run method of the parent class.
Mhm.
And in parent class means in super dot run we are also means calling a super dot walk method. It will call the uh,
Not not super dot work. It is just simple work.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And we are calling means super in the super dot, and then we are calling walk method, and then in walk method it will sorry yeah, we are calling walk method, then means what happened, it will call the because it is extending from the parent, then it will means call this walk method of the parent. Before that it the child's walk method will be called.
Mhm.
Yeah, so means
Then from, yeah, from the child work, then it will go to super dot work, right?
yeah,
Mm. Okay.
then
Okay.
it will means yeah.
Okay.
Means it's first called run method, child dot run, parent dot run. child.walk and parent.walk, like this.
Mhm. Okay, all right. We'll move to the next one. So I'm just giving one list. So I'm creating one list of integer with list with some values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've just pasted one single line in the chat.
Okay. Yeah. Can you copy it my on my notebook?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So uh, you have this list. From this list, I need the sum of squares of all odd number using Java 8 stream API.
What means what?
Sum of
Yeah.
sum of squares of all odd numbers. So first you need to check for the odd numbers, then square them, then sum them using Java 8 features. Stream API.
Okay. Means first odd, then square, then sum.
Yes.
Find odd number.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Have you worked on Linux by any chance?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have been worked.
Okay. So do you have like we have this command called chmod, right?
Yeah, yeah. I know that.
So what is the use of that command?
This chmod command is used for granting access to the files and the users.
Mhm.
Or
So
we can
let's
change also the what we are means granting access means particular means a file or person will read, write, or execute or something like that.
okay. So let's say you have this condition, you are giving this condition ch using chmod
Yeah,
764, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so what, I mean, what permission it will allow on that particular file we are giving the permission. So we are giving 764.
Means 764.
Yeah, 764.
Yeah. Okay. Means if we assign chmod 765 to the particular file, what happened that
Mm-hmm.
three digits which is means 7, 6, and 4. Means 7 means it will be divided into to 1.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Means author level, owner level access it has.
Okay.
This it file can the file which has means assigned with 7, it can read, write, and execute. Second is
Okay.
4 and 2, means in octet form if we represent it, it is 4 and 2. Then we want
Mm.
that we it will only read and write but cannot execute. It is a group level access we have. And
Okay.
third, it is means it is other level access. What happened that it will only read but it cannot write and execute anything.
Okay. 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 All right. All right. So now you have this table book author, and this book author has two columns. One is the book name, which is being a unique column, and the other is the author name, so which can be repeated. What do you mean by repeated? Means one author can write multiple books,
Multiple
right?
books, yeah.
Yes. So you need to write a SQL query that will give the names of authors who has actually written more than 10 books.
Okay. Can I copy it
Yeah.
on my notepad?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I have to find the names of the author who have written more than.
More than, yeah, yeah. Right, just on SQL query.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, I mean, you could have like in one without join as well, you can find it out, right?
Yeah, means yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I mean, whatever you have used inside the join,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, from that only you all can also get like select author from book author, group
yeah,
by author, group by author. So what it will do, it will group all the books with that author. Then you
yeah. With
can
this
use
similar,
the count.
yeah,
Yeah. Then you are using the count as well. So
yeah.
now
It's the
the
aggregate
it
function, I
is
believe.
grouped. Now you are counting, right? Now
Yeah,
you will count the book name, and that
yeah,
should be greater than two. So that will also give the similar result without even using the joins as well.
yeah, yeah,
But anyway, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. We'll move to the next one. Just give me a moment. Okay, 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 okay. So you have this. I'm just giving a little code more. So, Arvind, over here you have one integer array with some values, and you have integer k. Now, I need the pair of numbers. So, the pair can be anything, let's say 1 and 2.
okay,
So, I need the pair of numbers whose difference is this k. So, you have given the value k. Now, from the array, you need to find two numbers, I mean, any pair. That pair's difference would be this k. Okay. So can you write down the code for it? You got my question, right?
array what we are elements I have, we have to find the difference. Okay.
Yes, right.
Uh,
Yeah, so
Difference
that
with the
difference,
pair.
I mean,
What
yeah,
the pair make the difference of -5.
yes, correct. That is what you'll have to find. Yeah, what pair will make the difference of -5, right?
Okay. Yeah, this.
Okay. Can you explain little bit?
Yeah, actually means there is means of that using for this solution. Actually, I did not use a brute force method where we can say that where we
Right.
uh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
brute force
I
we
see.
do not want
Yeah, we did not
because
use
of the
because there,
performance issue.
yeah, there is a means ON complexity is a ON square, so that I did not take that path. Uh,
Hmm.
I means take with a set option. What I have done, I have prepared one method find pair, and then
Hmm.
I take a means one empty set integer type.
Okay.
फिर I initialize for all for each element I have initialized for integer I a. Then what I check the difference that I minus k or a plus k is means difference of the pair is in the array is means is available or not. If available, we may means once we check it with if set dot contain I minus k, then with I plus k, then what element is we found, we may add it in set, and then we may print that. And
Hmm.
time complexity of this means on, so
Good.
go with that.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any other solution as well?
Yeah, means in this
Like,
solution there is one means you may say that one backdoor that it take extra storage.
okay.
Okay. Next, we may go with without extra storage, but we have to means it is means 0 n. But if we go with without extra storage, then the time complexity of that solution will be 0 n log n. We have to change minor difference only, that we have to after the creating the find pair method, we have to sort that array dot a, and then we have to adjacent that what we are seeing duplicate, we have to means what find the duplicate
Hmm.
and adjacent, where for
Hmm.
I equal to n is greater than a dot length I plus plus, and then we take a while loop where may uh, I plus 1 is less than array dot length, and where array I equal to array I plus 1, and then we
Hmm.
with the similar that type goes, then we have found means 0 and log n without extra storage. What the result
Hmm.
find means in this solution, there will be means that there is different result with the same pair we may found out. But in that 0 and log n, what the result we found, it will be means in a uh, without duplicate, so it will take no storage, extra storage.
Okay. 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 So you have the string. This is the string str. I'm just giving the string in the chat. So you have this string. Now you have to find out the longest even length word. So longest even length word. You got it right. Longest even length word. You can find it out. No need to write class and all. You can just start directly. Hmm.
Sorry, means not recollecting this time.
Okay. Uh, you got it right. What you have to do? Can I ask you again? I mean, can I tell you again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the total string.
Yeah.
So you need to find the longest even length word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say you have this string is let's say it is a sentence, right? From
Yeah.
that sentence we
Yeah.
have different words like be, not, afraid,
Yeah.
greatness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all those are words. So I mean the words may have length even or odd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say if the word length is 5, then it is, I mean, odd
Means
length
if
word.
current
So
length is mod by 2 equal to 0, then it is even. I.
y-
Yeah.
yes. So whatever the length, I mean, you need to check for each and every, I mean,
Okay.
word. You can check the length of each and every word. Then
Yeah.
you can check for the if it is a even or not.
Okay.
Even if it is a even, then check if the max length, what is the max length, current max length, and what is the
Means
current
if max length is
word length.
less than current length.
Yes,